a secret reality in this Genji? That seems a little bit strange.
I cannot imagine that it would be Grim running the Genji.
Reinhardt, I must say you're looking quite well.
I don't understand.
Yeah, okay.
This makes more sense now. I guess mind games going on here.
Agilities on Genji defense. You know, this is really risky. I mean, Genji defense in general is risky, but you know that Cloud9 is going to have a top-tier McCree either way, and it's much more of a problem if it doesn't work out than if it is on offense. Could come back to bite Immortals.
Well, yeah, I completely agree that it's unorthodox to say the least. I mean, the only team that I've seen run a defensive Genji on Route 66 is FaZe, for obvious reasons. When you have the best Genji in the world, you just roll ahead and do that. Offensively, Kai is just checking this thing over here with the Sonic Arrow, but other than that, we are going to see Genjis on both sides of the field for, I believe, the first time tonight. That includes King of the Hill maps, as Shore4 wants to run an offensive Genji in this situation.
And Shore4, of course, man of many talents, will be running that Genji to start things off. And for Shore4, I mean, there's very little that he can't flex to given the situation. And I'm actually happy to see him running Genji a little bit more. I feel like he's been sort of pigeonholed into nothing but McCree nowadays. But see just how effective this is here as Shore4 moving in. It's an early deflection right now. And Cloud9 really just sort of bullying Immortals back here. I mean, neither team had a huge advantage, but C9 getting what they want early on.
This is not how Immortals played Bruce Kingdom. They played very aggressive. They would have jumped down and forced this fight. Cloud9 maybe a little more intimidating than Immortals was. Mendo starts it off with 2 kills. Mendo is already on Route 66, making its grand reappearance.
Mendo, last time we saw him here, was absolutely phenomenal, just carrying C9. Starting out here again, I mean, burning 2 people down for the first kill. Zarya can be absolutely devastating on DPS, and honestly, watching Mendo play here, I'm getting I'm getting shades of Cool Matt. Like, that's honestly who it reminds me of, and can be almost no higher praise given how good his Zarya is. One of the leading reasons as a White Fnatic does so well.
Look at this, like, fight didn't even happen, and Rib has his ultimate up somehow. He must have just been hitting fire strikes from across the map, and that was, it felt like they just conceded that. Yes, they lost a couple players, but no fight happened. They didn't even really challenge or anything. It's very strange.
Shore4 dying to that backline, has 1, has 2, nothing stopping Shore4 right now as he makes it look easy. 3 quick kills, even deflects the fire strike. And C9 gonna be getting all sorts of payload pressure moving forward. Now, the good thing here for Immortals is that the payload is so far back that they should be able to get out in time.
Yeah, Agility's got a couple kills in there too, so they're gonna go on to something different. Now, with the Ana using her boost there, it's going to open it up for Apen to switch on to a Zenyatta. Is not switch, but it's something that they've run all evening. Kai's able to get out with this Primal Rage back onto the cart, playing very safe. There will be at least one more fight if for once, Immortals chooses to fight.
There we go, Soundbear coming out here from Immortals. They're going to take the initiative, try and push back C9 here. They're already down hype though, and Grim Reality just getting stifled in the back. Meanwhile, Mendo, still at half charge. He has 1 kill, sets up Shore4 for more. And everything going the way of C9 right now. If Kingdom looked tired, C9 looks well rested as they are just doing anything they want right now in this game.
There's been 3 total kills for the side of Immortals, and I think Agility has all 3 of them. They've been rather inconsequential. This has been all Cloud9 so far as they continue to move forward. Mendo's got his Graviton, Shore4 has got his Dragon Blade up. You know, that's a combo I have not necessarily seen too often lately. The big ball of meat into the Ginsu sword. Agility's taking on Shore4 though. That's a nice way to start off this defense. They need to hold somewhere. Is this the fight that brings them back?
Phillies right now has Dragon Blade at the ready, and for Immortals, the comeback has to start soon because this is one of the fastest Route 66 times we've seen. Earthshatter comes in, but they get no kills off of it. Oh my goodness, and here we go, Nano Boost coming in. Here comes Shore4 looking the party, gets into the back line, gets stuck in the Graviton, still able to get some good deflections, but it's not enough. Agilities, he was the one having the real party in the back, so Immortals getting some degree of stability here, and making C9 waste some ults in the process, so they desperately needed that.
They did. The feet are finally under them. It's not going to be a record pace on Route 66 anymore. I think some people forgot how good Transcendence can be at countering certain combinations. Dragon Blade amongst them. So Aiden deserves a lot of credit there. Clutch Dragon Blade, or Clutch Transcendent stopping the Massacre from Shortfall.
Jody's gonna fall pretty early on here. C9 looking reinvigorated once more. Graviton from Mendo setting things up. Not quite a crazy onslaught, but it's actually staggered, which works out a little bit better here for C9.
Yeah.
It's taking a while for everyone on Immortals to get wiped out here, as Kaikai and Mendo, the tank play of C9, really bringing it to bear. And C9 now just a few more kills away from capping out Route 66 with a blazingly fast time.
And that deep hero pool, when you have a top 5 everything, allows them to be like, oh, you're going to shut down my Genji? I'll just run Tracer and not execute on it and absolutely come back. Already had a pulse bomb there, so they're looking to close out this map in dynamic fashion here. No kills so far in this final fight with Kaikai. On his Winston, he played a good Winston too. Hyped is now on his own Winston as well, takes down Wolf. Hyped bringing it back for his team with a couple kills. This should be over. Kaikai making a little bit of noise in the background, but this fight, this final push is defended by the Immortal.
This is some of the most Winston play we've seen all night. Sure, for looking for anything in the back line, getting dispatched by Grim Reality, but for Immortals here, they're going to have to clutch on this Death Blossom going into the next fight. They don't have that much to deal with. Hyped might get a late fight Primal Rage, but for C9, they've been doing really well at these fights when they don't have ultimates, and Hex, we see the switch up here from Kaikai and the Diva, so could be huge. Grim Reality setting up right now.
Yeah, the Diva's good. It helps you deal with the Winston. Actually, pretty decent counter to Winston up front. So there's a giant Earth Shatter from Rib, knocks down a couple. An opposing Earth Shatter also knocks down a few. It is a brutal skirmish down there as Nomi and Short4 trade out kills. It is getting very sloppy.
It's sloppy, and Grim Reality looking to be the king of the slop right now. Was in a good position to maybe drop the Death Blossom. Didn't like what he saw, has to back out, doesn't even get the sound barrier. Now having to fight Shore4 without that edge. Lucky to get away with his life is C9 now. Starting to try and push it back in, but it is still a bit of a slop fest, as you had mentioned, and
they have enough
at least for Immortals' part, they're draining a lot of time off the clock.
Yeah, they have enough to continue this push. They don't have to full on retreat and wait. They've got the heroes up here that they can just kind of hang out and keep fighting. This Death Blossom got absolutely nothing. Only one with Wolf, but that might be enough to pull them back as it's one of the supports down. They're going to continue to fight, though, as Cloud9. They do not want to give up just yet. Here comes the nice ice wall from the back line, so Graviton's going to try to keep behind.
Graviton comes in from Mendo, and he is so charged up right now, ready to build it up again. We'll be looking again to the deal of it. No, he's going to get taken out towards the end. Shore4 just exploding towards the back line. 3 kills, now 4 kills here from Shore4. And C9, they should be able to cap this now. Everyone is dead. That was a team wipe porn. They're just not going to get out here in time. Though Grim Reality was close.
Well, they were going to cap it with about 4 minutes left, and now there's only 30 seconds left.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
I don't know what you missed.
Nothing.
I know, Ben.
Is what you missed. It was literally a bomb into 0 things.
Oh, that his ultimate on Diva? Yeah. He might as well have thrown it out of the map, which I think he tried to.
We're never gonna catch
What we're saying
Kaikai,
here is that everyone,
you know.
please type Kaikai lol in chats. Like, just don't let him off the hook, guys. He can't keep getting away with it. Although it'd be better if Hex says that, because everyone keeps saying that, like, Hex is budget Jesse Pinkman, apparently. So I don't really know.
There are worse things to be. I'm a big fan of Aaron Paul.
All right, so we're going to be switching gears here. It's going to be C9 here on the defense. No Zarya here from Mendo this time. Going to be on McCree. Shore4 on the Reaper. High-powered setup here from C9. Not looking for control, looking for quick kills. Offense of Immortals going to have a bit of a task here where, at the very least, they don't have to deal with a 3-minute time bank from C9, but still, C9 was able to complete the map and still has about half a minute to go with it. So not the greatest situation for Immortals.
It's going to be tough, but they did find their footing, at least. It was looking like exactly what I was talking about, that Immortals were just going to get rolled through, and then I was still going to have no idea who Immortals was. They did stabilize towards the end. It seems to be that area which lets teams stabilize the most if you do lose the second point, is like that first very early hallway right there when you have like the high ground advantage that's just a hill. Last on Route 66 is a brutal last. It always has been. That's always been one of the complaints since the map was very released, that it's tough to finish for the offense, so just finishing it puts you pretty good advantage here. So it's going to be tough sledding still for the Immortals. Are they running anything super interesting? Well, Grim is going to play this Hanzo. He's actually left spawn with it. No, he didn't. Darn it. I want to see Hanzo on this map. All right.
Nope, no Hanzo coming out. And it would be cool to see the Hanzo. I just think it's not the best area to shoot from low to high, especially when you have a Reinhardt up there. But C9 right now, they're going to make Immortals come to them.
Well, generally just standard defense there. You just hang out on the roof. When you see an opening, you collapse on it. Although the Immortals defense just decided to never collapse and just leave. So I don't think Cloud9 is going to give up the amount of ground that Immortals did.
Certainly not. I mean, they're holding firm here on the top. They're winning the poke war, which is making Immortals having to take kind of an awkward position here. Nomi, flashbang on the top. Goodbye, Mendo. Max range flashbang doing some work. 2 kills here from C9. And this would be pretty unfortunate for Immortals if they got held here on first. They still have 3 minutes left, but this defense from C9 looking remarkably solid right now.
Yeah, Mendo's also got his Deadeye up there. They've got so many ults almost about ready to work with. And Mendo has played McCree on the defense, and he's played the Zarya on the offense on this map. It has been Mendo's best map for Cloud9 that I've seen him on. He's just been a standout player on both sides.
Absolutely, and Mendo's been coming to his own. He's been feeling much more consistent as of late. And right now as McCree, it's been nothing too crazy, but good poke that's been holding back. Deadeye coming out here, was looking for the mid-air. Deadeye didn't quite get it, but zoned them out enough to let Surefour just run in from the back. The double team assault coming in from C9. 2.5 minutes remaining, and Immortal's just struggling to get anything done right now.
I mean, just as an extension of Mendo playing real well on this map, Cloud9 has looked just really good on this map, offense and defense. They've shown you that they can run kind of that weird strat with the Bastion, but they played it extremely standard last time versus Immortals 2. Agilities is sleeping on the cart, but he does get progress while doing so.
Alrighty,
That's a productive nap.
Pretty productive nap. Immortals able to make some room here, and mostly it's because Surefour way overdove where he didn't really need to. But Surefour is back in the fight, going to backline, gets his immediate salty run back against Grim Reality. Moving to the back, grabs Ithan, and nothing really stopping Surefour here in the backline, so Surefour might be a little bit mad.
Well, it's about 3v3 right now. 2 DPS up for Cloud9, 2 DPS and a support to keep them as healthy as possible. Agility 6 on Surefour. It is now a 2v2. Adam and Mendo versus 2 tanks. As good as they both are, this is going to be tough for them to win, but Mendo takes out Nomi, who drops his shield that buys enough time for them to get back. That is
Look, forget about Nomi there, because talk about Adam juking out agilities. Adam should be dead. He's dead in like 8 different alternate timelines, but not this one. Oh my goodness, agilities with the hook. Goodbye, Rolf. That source of healing DPS is down. Opportunity still bound here for Immortals, and they need to have this work now. A minute remaining. C9 very close to this first point hold.
Yeah, it's looking good so far for them. They still do have the ultimates. Kai is now on the Zarya as Mendo is on that, but he's got his Graviton up. Mendo gets bullied out a little bit. They're trying to crack the shield. It comes in a little too late as the shield crack, but Hype does go down. They are all on the ground. That Fire Strike is cleaning up.
39 seconds remaining. Immortals, arguably their tournament life could be on the line right here. They're gonna have to go for a reverse sweep if they lose this one. They don't want to be in that situation. Next fight, incredibly crucial for them. Hex, how do they win this next fight?
They dodge Surefour, who's going to helicopter into them. That's, I think, the only way I see it happening here. Maybe get Grim, get a nice head on to pick up Surefour.
He gets moved back, so they sort of dodge it, but enough damage was done. He did so much damage for the brief moment. He was over the top. 2 kills here from C9. Immortals now back against the wall. Grim Reality, though, able to get 2. Going for heroics. Kai has enough of him, throws him off viciously from Big Earls. And Chance right now, a little bit of razzle-dazzle on the point. The last hope here for Immortals. Dancing, sliding, trying to stay in. And he is right now, buys enough time for the rest of the team to get back in. And Immortals, are they keeping it alive? It's looking more likely not. Mendo gonna fall. Tracer not doing it for him.
Where's Rolf when he, Rolf has to get out here and get a 4K.
I don't think that's happening.
Well, they did stall it out, and they threw a lot of bodies at that their late. Surefour, Adam, Mendo, they all threw their bodies in to try to stall that out, hoping for a miracle, hoping for the giant flashy play that wins it for them. 90 seconds is barely enough time to push the cart from beginning to end. They might need overtime just to get to the second point. Then they will get another minute or so, so that is still a chance for Immortals to stay alive on this map. Agility's taking out Kai early is a nice early pick for them.
It is, and this is where Immortals need to make up for lost time. They're still down to a minute here, so it's not like they're working with much. They do have a Graviton Surge. They need to keep the momentum going forward. A must-win fight is coming up here, and almost everything for them is going to be a must-win fight, where you see Hype right now moving in, gets the Graviton, pulls in 4, is his own fall-through. C9 real close to falling here as Hyped does well by his team. Immortals going to keep this rolling forward, and they very well might get to the second point now.
Yeah, Hype takes out Mundo for his 4K there. Short 4 still sitting patiently up top, and look who's going to pop around the corner if they can. Wolf is going to try to get out here and give Short 4 the boost so he can come up over top. That's the space they're going to try to create on the door. They have it timed out. Here it is.
Short 4 helicoptering down, takes down 2 right away, ends up getting just pushed and bullied around.
Fire at will.
And even though we got 2, the rest of C9 is starting to roll in here, so C9 could pull this back, looking in for Agilities. Agilities having none of his business. Payload's still stuck here, though. He has to get back on it sooner rather than later, as Kai looking to avenge his fallen comrade.
Takes down Ethan as he tries to get his way in. They're taking down person after person. It is overtime. No more chances left. They have to keep this part alive, at least long enough for their team to get back in. That sound barrier for Cloud9 on the defense should seal it, as there's going to be no kills coming out for Immortals. Map 1 goes to Cloud9, who takes a 2-0 lead in our grand finals best of 5.
Great stuff coming out from C9 towards the end. The Immortals showing signs of life. But C9, that map is going to be theirs. They will update their score to 2, and for Immortals now, what do you do? Where do you bring this? How do you possibly turn this best of 5 back in their favor?
Play of the match.
T-shirt 4 coming in. I love that Halloween intro, by the way. Slicing pumpkins, slicing players. Just share 4 things.
Yeah, we'll see what map they want to go to. I don't know. Just based on that performance, you would think that it's not going to be Nepal or Lijiang. So their option remaining then is Watchpoint Gibraltar. So they have 3 choices, and none of them are good. You would think maybe Gibraltar, but Cloud9 on Gibraltar? Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, going on C9 Gibraltar, it's not usually the best opportunity. Hex, did you realize that you're cosplaying Sombra right now? You're just, I'm staring into a blue void.
More days, EP.
Yeah.
Only a few more days.
Well, no, it's not a few more days, because she is an invisibility hero. Anytime someone's missing, it's totally a thing. It's fair.
You just wait till you have to play against that, and then we'll see how funny you think it is. You haven't gotten your Sombra fill in.
I haven't gotten my Sombra fill in.
We played a little bit. We played against this Cloud9 team.
Yeah. we played against the C9 team at BlizzCon. We're just like, surely we're safe from the 6-man C9 stack. No, we weren't. It's just like, all right, guys, we have your next match over here. And you look over, it's like, is that Mendo? Oh.
Yeah. And they ran 4 Sombras on us. 4 Sombras, a Lucio, and a Zenyatta. We didn't leave spawn.
Okay, well,
they actually had people that were playing Lucio and Zen. They had 2 supports in the trade show context. Felt bad, man. Did not feel good.
It did not.
But next map is going to be Nepal, so that is where Immortals will be making their last stand.
You know, that's probably a fair choice. It's not Lijiang, where I think Cloud9's a little bit more favored on. It's not Gibraltar, which is one of Cloud9's favorite maps. And although Immortals has not traditionally gone here for a while, and it's been one of their bans, they played pretty well against Kingdom. Wouldn't surprise me to see Grim Reality start off with Hanzo off the bat if they get the stage that they want to. Maybe they even go dive comp. They played dive comp here earlier. We've seen Cloud9 play Bastion here. It would be very bad if they ran dive comp Winston into Bastion, but maybe they will get lucky in Cloud9 and won't do that. And if they do, I think that's actually a pretty decent opening to start off King of the Hill.
I do think C9 just has way more flexibility on King of the Hill, just from what we've seen from them recently. It's sort of been their thing, and if they are going to run a Bastion, this would be the map. We are opening up here on the Village. And this is where Surefour really likes coming out here with that early Bastion play.
Well, the fact that Adam is on Lucio makes me think they will run a Bastion here. But, you know, Adam could switch at the end. Short4 actually looks like he's going to be playing a Mei. And as you mentioned, just the... Well...
Uh-oh.
I'll just
wait. I think they realized.
Yep.
It's happening.
I mean,
BlizzCon Bastion in the house.
Although agilities is a hard counter, Surefour being able to take out Nomi and get rid of Winston will open up so much space for Cloud9 that it probably won't even matter if the agility's there. I think it's a good choice for C9.
This makes a lot of sense. We take a look for Surefour right now, opening up here on the Bastion. He hasn't gotten any kills just yet, but he is forcing Immortals back, and oh my goodness, Hyped very lucky to get away with his life.
Well, now they're going to retreat and they're going to give up this high ground because they know they can't fight over there against this Bastion. So they do have to give up some space. They're going to just grab first cap and be happy with it.
C9, we'll see if they actually allow this. Rib's going to get onto the point, but they cap it. C9 is just a little bit too slow getting onto it, but right now C9 definitely controlling the flow of battle, getting what they want. Winston had to leap way out of the way of Surefour, wanted absolutely no part of that. Surefour finds himself a little bit under the gun here. Winston is in on him, Tracer's in on him, and he will be falling. No resurrection coming in from Adam because Adam's dead, but it's Mendo still trying to pull this back. Took down Agilities, looking for more Nomi. Out of sorts here, but gets the Primal Rage just in time. Chance not gonna fall to that final headshot, so both teams trading it out here.
Yeah, the Primal Rage is doing a little bit of work, keeping everyone alive. Surefour still running this Bastion, trying to get back into the fight. As they rotate back in, and Mendo getting some work done onto Nomi, although meanwhile, while the fight continues to rage on, they have flipped the point back over. The Resurrection does come down in late from Adam. Here comes Agilities with his Dragon Blade, trying to get some work done, gets a couple kills. Surefour taking down Hype. This fight has been going on forever.
Oh, the BlizzCon Bastion rolling in. 3 very swift kills coming out here from Surefour. And that's going to retake things, but I mean, overall, Immortals has been holding their own thus far, 26%. It's been very back and forth, but now you take a look at the setup here. Surefour will be protected here once more. There is no resurrection up that was used, so if they kill Surefour, he's going to be dead, but they also have to get through here to stand the chance.
We're in the right scene. Chat's going nuts.
What? Oh. That's never happened to me before.
Well, it's alright. To recap, there is a Bastion. He was murdering people.
Oh my goodness,
Hey, at least I was watching chat for one time.
I guess so. I regret to say, like, so many turns I've done, I've never actually failed to put that back on towards the very
Done
end.
it once, it feels terrible. Yeah. It's alright, man. We're back. You did not miss the round so far. The chat went on forever. They are fighting right now. It is Mendo who gets the Deadeye to take down 2 kills. Chance and Hype going down early. Surefour will pick up another, and this is one of the problems with the Bastion. They're just sticking onto it. You never really know where he's going to set up, where he's going to be, Surefour. And also, here's the other problem about Bastion. Really good in turret, really good in tank, really good in standard. He is going to tank mode just out of, or no, he slipped. Never mind.
He's gonna sleep here, but Lucio, oh god, Lucio, no prayer there. I think he was just hoping Bastion would continue sleeping for a little bit more. And Surefour right now just murdering this Immortal side, getting maximum use out of that Bastion. Overtime's in progress. Agility's trying to bring it back towards the end, but look at Adam. He's just sitting here. He has Resurrection at the ready. That Res is gonna come in, and the terror of Bastion is not yet over. Surefour rejoining the fight.
Well, for the last half of the match you guys saw, it's pretty much what you saw the first half. Surefour Bastioned it. And that is stage 1 for Cloud9, and their versatility continues to impress. I talked about this in pregame, talked about it yesterday. The best teams in the world are teams that can run a whole bunch of different stuff, can run different compositions. Not only that, but can run it on different maps, are not afraid of really any map. That's your rogues, and it might be this Cloud9 team.
We promised Surefour did not do anything special. Definitely did not get a 3K with tank mode. Definitely did not retake the point. None of that happened.
Alright guys, just again to apologize on the production issue there. Like I said, it's those things where somehow part of the checklist got skipped. It's my bad. Sorry guys, please forgive me. I know Bastion was at play, so I don't know if I can be forgiven, but think about Bastion and his little Omnic heart. Maybe at some level, if I had to give it a little bit of shred of compassion. But C9 is coming back here. They take the first round, going more traditional. Surefour gonna be on the Tracer this time. Looking to dart in and around the terrain that the Shrine stage offers.
Yeah, Rib with a very aggressive charge finds himself out in no man's land, gets grenaded, and Nomi is going to clean him up. That is kind of the fight that you want to start there, because Kai is going to take down Grim, another huge cog in the Immortals offense. They're now taken down. They're in rough position now. Nomi's going to try to come in, but no one else got the memo. It's just him and Hype. Now they're going to try to come back in, but they have to deal with this flanking Tracer too.
And Schiffer not really under duress, getting all sorts of damage in from the flank. Nothing is really here that can deal with him aside from Grim Reality, and Grim Reality has his attention focused elsewhere.
Yeah. Well, he almost got killed really early on.
Poking Tracer currently being a thing, and it's working out. He's looking for the Pulse Bomb, getting a little bit deeper. Ethan now in a lot of trouble here. He's got poked down enough. Will get saved by Lucio towards the end. Pulse Bomb is in and sticks, and Surefour gonna take out not one, but two tanks with one bomb. Set up all on his own. Grim Reality finally puts an end to the Tracer show. Is he gonna put an end to more? He is still in great position.
Yeah, they've got all their DPS. They got everything they need out here. It's just gonna be Adam roller skating for his life at the top of it. He does get finally taken out by Grim Reality, so Rib is a little too late to the party as he's unceremoniously executed at the bottom of the stairs. They will have some ults to work with on their push back in, about 40% to 5% for Cloud9.
Nano boost is charging.
Alrighty. So for Immortals, everything pretty much matters here. Yeah, they can give up another round, but they would not want to. C9, one map away from taking it all. That map very well could be Nepal if Immortals are not careful here, and Grim Reality sitting here to back link for a good Deadeye moment, and the Nano Boost comes in, Mendo, but he has to wait for immediately, a little bit off coordination-wise. And Grim right now sitting here with the Deadeye, at least drawing Mendo's attention and blunting the big effect there of that Nano Boost.
Yeah, just not the engagement that they wanted there. Adam, again, the last person alive, just roller skating about, trying to save his own life. Is he gonna dodge his way out of this? No, Ethan is tired of seeing Adam live through situations in which he should die. Puts an end to his life on his way out, and right now, it is Immortal showing some really nice signs of life. They have a big advantage on this map. They are gonna have their boost up. They just need to dodge Mendo's Death Blossom, but not much else of note for Cloud9 on their next push here.
Mendo right now is going to be looking to make his way in. Gets hit by the Fire Strike, though. Super low on HP. Agility, he's right now just sprinting his way in. Looking for a little bit more, and this push could be over before it starts here for C9. C9 getting bullied right back, and heck, they're going to be down to their last push after this, so Immortals definitely catching a little bit of fire here on the Shrine.
Yeah, it's what they needed, and their DPS have been playing really astoundingly well. After the first couple of picks that they got taken out on, I think Grim Reality's played a little further back, did not want to get out of position there, and he knows that he has to stay alive to deal with the opposing DPS. So not a ton to work with for Cloud9. They've got both DPS ultimates. Maybe they can make something work there. I like that they're coming in from a different angle and make them readjust. They're going to have to watch out for agilities, as a Reaper is always in the corner. There it is.
Agilities right now was waiting for it. As you just mentioned, Hex ends up getting two. Grim Reality picks up the other two. Bash Brothers of Immortals coming in force. They've evened up this map here 1-1.
And everyone saw it. That's the important part.
Score 1.
Never again. Never again.
I did it once. It's the worst feeling ever.
It's not great. I mean, at least you're checking chat. It could have been the entire round. It would have been a bashed round. Oh man, dark times, dark times. But take a look here. We are getting into the Sanctum, and Grim Reality pulling out that Hanzo once more.
It has been something that he has shined on. It was probably the biggest reason why they were able to stifle Kingdom on this particular stage as well. So if Cloud9 was watching the stream instead of just laddering, and I don't know if they were, they should know that Grim has run this pretty exclusively on this stage at the very least. This is also a stage that teams should be preparing for odd stuff. It's always been a wrinkle kind of stage where teams have even busted out a Pharah. You used to see a fair amount of Junkrat on this map. You saw a Soldier 76s back when he was a little stronger. So it is a map that you don't necessarily expect as standard rollouts.
No, not in the least, and teams are willing to experiment. Even a Junkrat was used here pretty aggressively by a lot of teams back in the day. Still could be effective, but this is going to be Nomi and Chance taking down Surefour and Rib right away, and with Surefour down, gotta think that C9 going to have to give up this point, at least in the very beginning. So Immortals proving that they still have some spring in their step, at least when it comes to control.
Well, they did take down Nomi in return, but I guess that was just, not the trade that they wanted to take there. They are going to just slow push this back in. Ethan's been doing some work, already has his charge up for Ana, so they're going to be using that momentarily to just kind of clear the way here as Nomi gets charged, trying to be off the cliff, but actually just ends up going into the other side of the map.
Nomi taking out Rip early on, and it's still a dominant setup here by Immortals. Grim Reality down to all of 3 HP, able to withstand, holding onto the Graviton. And Hex, they're not getting it for this fight, but going to the next fight, very well could be looking at a Graviton into Dragonblade here. Oh no, Grim Reality gonna get pushed off. Surefour towards the end, able to turn the fight right around with Nano Boost. So Surefour show is in progress. C9 gonna retake this point, but again, take a look at what is in store for C9 here. They really need to avoid the Graviton into Dragon as Jildies takes down Surefour. Gonna be a 5v6 opportunity. A lot of options here for Immortals as they bring this back.
Yeah, they take down 2. They might not even need it, though. Taking down Surefour is a big pick. It's not the first time he's overextended a little bit in this series so far. The Graviton grabs 2. Are they gonna go off the edge? No,
not quite.
Somehow he stays up, and I believe Chance will be able to skate out. That should have been 2 kills.
In the end, though, it's still absolutely dominant. 4 kills coming out here from C9. They are going to keep this in. The Graviton of Mendo doing its job, and C9 about to even things up here. And Hyped and Grim Reality still holding on to that Wombo. They just haven't really found a great opportunity to use it.
Yeah, that can be detrimental to teams where you're looking for an enormous Graviton with 4 or 5 people in it. It's fine to take 1 or 2. 1 or 2 kills will win you a fight regardless. You don't have to go extremely crazy.
Here comes Surefour again, diving to the backline. He's not letting them combo because he keeps doing this. Spins to the backline, takes down 3. Hype says enough of this. He will be his own end.
Well, Hypes was about 2 HP there anyway, so he was not long for the world regardless. And as you mentioned, they've just been unable to get this. They've had this combination up for the last 2 minutes easily, and neither have been able to get it going. They've been trying other ultimates to maybe just get in and break some space down, and it just has not worked out at all.
Graviton coming out here early on from C9. Mendo sets up for 2 kills. Hype still! They've been holding on to this combo for so long here, Hex. At what point do you just swap and go, look, it's not enough? Because Grim Reality could have been doing a lot more on something not Hanzo, but he's been holding on here for Hype to get that opportunity, and with how aggressive C9 has been, I don't know if they're ever going to get that chance. 95%.
I mean, at this point,
could be a real shame.
Right? I mean, at this point, like, you've saved it the entire game and tried to do it.
All right, Graviton is out. Grim Reality looking for where it is. I think it's only Winston is in there. All that build up for absolutely nothing. Oh my goodness, C9 able to play around that so well. Surefour spinning once more, full Barbarian, taking out Ethan. Grim Reality still alive as Hanzo, again trying to bring this back, but he is in rough straits right now. Oh, the Razzle Dazzle climbs the wall, takes down Rolf, 10 HP, but Kai puts a swift end to it as C9 gonna take this round, and now 1 round away, Hex, from winning it all.
Grim Reality, or no, Hyped and... Yeah, Hyped and Grim Reality both used 1 ult that round. I'd be mad at that if I was in a quick play game. Like, you need to be having more ults come out there, and I guess if they really thought it was going to bring them back, and it's just, I don't know, to borrow a phrase that you're fond of, throwing good money after bad. At a certain point, guys, it's not happening. Let's get something else going. That's terrible.
I mean, on the flip side of their match against earlier, what the round they played Standard, Immortals have won. The 2 rounds they've tried to do things differently. It has not worked out.
Well,
all right, so people who are upset that we didn't see the beginning of this the last time, we're going to get that immediate run back here. BlizzCon Bastion back and underway. Adam going to be on the Mercy, so C9 real comfortable running the Bastion here.
Base Cloud9 giving us a replay. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. They're running the D.Va, though, and D.Va, one of the heroes that actually does quite well against Bastion, able to stop him.
Really smart adjustment. They do force him back a little bit, but they did get any kills on that force back. Agility is still trying to poke around. There is a nice dash through takes down Rolf, but Agility spaces life for it. That's one of the good counters to Bastion now out of the mix.
They have Bastion here too, is that Surefour isn't limited to turn mode. He still does all sorts of damage in a recon mode, which is what he's in right now. It's easy to underestimate it. Still though, the D.Va buying C9 a lot of time here. Surefour gonna be taking a nap on top of it. Don't ask me how Tranquilizer Dart sleeps a robot, but just Overwatch things.
Dream of Electric Sheep.
I think he has to. It's the only way it makes sense. Alright, so C9 right now still trying to retake this point, getting muscled out. This D.Va of Nomi really stopping things in their tracks. I think Surefour is going to switch here. I just don't think this is...
Maybe after this res, because Adam should res this here or not.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there's the
5-man res. Gets a 5-man res. Surefour going to stay on this, but if they get pushed out here again... We'll have to see. But what a great resurrection by Adam to bring up not 1, not 2, but a full 5 just hiding there over the top. And Sheriff 4 having to run away from the explosion. D.Va being his bane. But C9, after that res, able to just grind this out. They should be able to retake this here, Hex.
Yeah, that resurrection was absolutely huge. It's probably going to be play of the game if this goes on, because you don't see 5-man reses anymore, which is why you've been treated to Reaper plays the game the entire time. This is when it actually gets extra difficult, is when they're already set up with Bastion. On the bridge, up top, don't have a ton of answers to it. Nomi's going to have to stay on this D.Va. It's the only decent answer. Maybe Grim can get in unseen on Bastion, but trying to get in unseen on Short 4 is very difficult.
Well, here's what they want Sheriff for. Beat boop time. Here comes the tank. Moving in. Looking to the back. Just hunting down Lucio's with a tank. It's not even fair. Gets the double kill. Mendo has the support through the back. And tank mode, such a strong ultimate. Able to open the door here from C9. They hold on 31%. And again, for C9, they're looking at 3 more 1-team fights here. And they're going to win it all. So for Kingdom, they are literally fighting for their tournament life here in the Alienware Monthly Melee.
Yeah, it's what is your answer to this Bastion? They're running everything that is a quality answer to them, and it's still difficult to kind of get up on it. It's just, how do you sneak around? The Graviton will help, but it's not going to pull them off of the edge or anything. It just immobilizes them. But that's nice from Agilities. He gets in, he gets the reflect, and takes down Short 4. Short 4 and Rib now out of the equation. It should be a fight 1 for Immortals, except Adam's got other plans.
The Adam comes in with the res, immediately resets the fight, but Agility's saying, look, I got this. Moves in, Nano Boost, Dragon Blade, gets stunned up by Mendo, getting the business from Mendo right now. And Mendo, how is he still alive?
Ow.
Nice effort, Mendo. Regardless. Just stay alive there for as long as he did. C9 retaking the point, and the Agilities just getting smashed at the very end. 71% here for C9. Hex, they are potentially 1 fight away from winning it all.
And Bastion's hard to deal with when you have ultimates. We've seen that all throughout this stage, and now when your cupboard is bare, it is going to be even harder to deal with the Bastion setup on the bridge. Where is Adam? Adam's only at 50%, but Short 4's got tank mode at the ready as well, and we've seen that decimate teams. They have to do something.
There's no more time here.
Well,
this is where they have to get in. 2 extra kills here from Short 4. He gets slipped, but the damage has been done. Here comes what could be the tournament-winning tank. Short 4 moving in relentlessly onto Zarya. Blows hyped right up, and CLOUD9 takes the map, takes the series, and takes the tournament. And Short 4 doing it in a bit of style. And are we going to get that Mercy play of the game to round it all out? Which Mercy in the house?
These are always so exciting.
Heroes never die.
It's not about when he pressed Q, it's about the aftermath when they won the fight. Mendo coming back. Mendo v Slasher, gonna be a thing, guys.
Even Mendo's thumbs are beta, don't worry.
Whoa.
No problem.
All right.
Like, I'm staying out of this fight between you and Mendo, but...
But really,
at some
Cloud9
point,
looking super strong. I mean, Immortals had the, at least they went to the maps they thought they would have the best chance on. Still didn't really matter, even though Rat 66 was a little bit closer. Cloud9 pretty much dominated there. They only let Immortals get 1 round here, winning 2 of them on Bastion. Very dominated performance, I think, through the entire tournament.
This Cloud9 team has been together for, I think, a little over a month, maybe a month and a half. And the first monthly Melee they played was in, I believe, early October. And that was when they'd been together 4 days, and they won that. The second monthly Melee did was late October. It was our second one we're trying to do that month, and they got to the finals of that rather easily, ended up going down to FaZe. Don't know what happened there. Maybe FaZe just turned it up. Regardless, they played really well there. This is the 3rd tournament I've seen them in, and they look like a step above the rest of the North American competition right now that is in country. I cannot wait to see the grudge match between them and NRG resume. I cannot wait to see what they have against everyone else, but Immortals looked a step above everyone. They placed at later half of the evening, and then Cloud9 just did that to them. I am super excited about seeing this team moving forward.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to bring us to the end of our broadcast here tonight. Guys, look out, though. That's not all the Alienware Monthly Melee action to be announced. Very likely we're going to be having the EU edition of the Alienware Monthly Melee starting next week. You're not going to miss it. We have a great team lineup shaping up. But until next time, I'm ZP, that was Hex, I was Slasher. We'll see you guys next week for more action right here on this channel.